It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We bring you coverage of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals from TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Orlando Magic. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They were winners in Game 1. That's critical to get that first one in a 5-game series.
And the important thing to remember here is that this is not a 7-game series. We're only going 5. So you've got to bring it each and every night and play like your season depends on it.
Isaac to Fournier. The Magic with 4 to shoot. That's a 24-second violation. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Orlando's ball. To Aaron Gordon. Isaac. Shot from in close. No good. And throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Jason Tatum snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Fultz into the front court. Deep left corner. From the painted area, won't go down. It goes down.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Fultz. Curling inside. Gets to the basket and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Mo Bamba at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Slam dunk.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the seconds.
Quarter 3 at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. First quarter complete, on to the second. It down with authority. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Fournier to Fultz. Mo Bamba powers it through.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Gets a shot up, off the mark. Fournier to Fultz. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Mo Bamba. To Fultz. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. And the finish, slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Markelle Fultz. Screen coming. To Mo Bamba. Boston secures the rebound. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Fultz with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Fournier to Fultz. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Fultz. To Fournier. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Turns and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
No good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Celtics entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. That pass stolen by Orlando. Isaac to Gordon. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And counted at the rim.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Vucevic. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Whoops, that won't go. To Fournier for 3, and Evan Fournier on an island, wide open. He knocks it down from 3.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Fournier. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Aaron Gordon, huge block. Good, off a spin.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Fournier. Five to shoot for Orlando. Trying to cash in. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Ball's controlled by Boston. And scores. Strong take.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Markelle Fultz to Fournier. To Fultz. Five seconds to shoot. Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Fultz into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Fultz to Fournier. Has a chance. The shot almost. Count the bucket for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Missed it at the line. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters down. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's Magic basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
To Fournier. Here comes the screen. Fournier to Aaron Gordon. Shot clock, it's coming down. So 4, now down to 3. Jonathan Isaac, shot off the mark. Good defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Great look and vision. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sands. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Fournier. Can't connect. It's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Working and a putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Magic own the possession. Surveys the floor. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Jonathan Isaac That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Evan Fournier, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Magic are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Check out the leading scores for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals. Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now.
Number 2. Number 1.